So Star Wars Battlefront 2 has come a long way since its launch back in 2017. We've received a number of quality of life changes. We got a complete progression system overhaul. They eventually raised the level cap up to 1,000. They've added a bunch of different skins for some reinforcements, for the clones, for the droids. They've added new reinforcements. They've added new heroes. They've added new hero skins. They've added new maps. There's been a bunch of stuff that they've added to this game. And with the release of the Celebration Edition, a lot of old players have returned to the game, and a lot of new players have joined us on the Battlefront. And I've been playing this Battlefront game since its beta back in October of 2017, so I've been putting in a lot of hours. I was here for the loot box controversy. I was here for the pay-to-win stuff, and it was in fact pay to win. I don't care what you guys say, because I myself bought some of the loot boxes for a video and can confirm that it was pay to win. The way that the star card system was set up at the time, you could buy loot boxes, which I did, and then you could unlock different level star cards, so you could get the blue levels and the purple level star cards before everybody else, and it gave you a slight advantage. And then within the game's launch week, they removed that feature, and then ever since then, we have seen nothing but improvements. But that doesn't mean that this game is perfect by any means. I really enjoy this game. I think it did a complete 180, but I feel that this game's controversial launch will always be holding it back. No matter what DICE does to this Battlefront game, I think it will always be held back by those months and months and months of redoing the progression system because of that crappy launch. And as of right now, we have no idea how long they're going to continue support for Battlefront 2. We don't know if they're ever going to make a Battlefront 3. But in this video, I'm going to go over my ideas on what I think could make this game that much better. If they're going to continue support, I would like to see these changes be brought to the game. And if they made these changes, for me personally, this game would go from a 7 or an 8 out of 10 all the way up to a 10 out of 10. Because honestly, this game at launch was sitting at about a 4 or a 5 for me, and it's worked its way all the way back up to about a 7 or an 8. So with that said, let's get right into my ideas. So first off, let's go over the Celebration Edition and all the skins that are in the game. There is currently a problem in this game with the credit payout and the lack of skins. With the release of the Celebration Edition, combined with all of the veteran players that are in this game, there currently isn't enough skins for you to purchase with your credits. If you are one of those people that purchased the Celebration Edition, that unlocked every single skin, victory pose, emote, that this game has to offer, and since then we've had a couple updates and none of them have brought any new skins to the game. So if you have the Celebration Edition, you've been earning credits and you've been playing matches and you get those credits at the end of the match, and you've been completing milestones and you've been getting more and more credits. So if you are a new player, you have all these credits saved up and you haven't had a single thing to spend your credits on. And if you're a veteran player, you already have everything unlocked because of how little skins we actually get. They drip feed them over time, and then sometimes they have event skins where you can just unlock the skin from participating in the event. That doesn't cost any credits. So this game has a really bad currency problem where you just get more and more and more currency, but there's no drive to earn this currency. Like, I have 600,000 credits in this game, but I have no reason to want to grind to get credits because I don't have enough skins. So moving forward, for both the Celebration Edition players and the veteran players, I think they need to add at least 30 to 40 new skins. We haven't seen any legendary skins in a long time. I think it's been over a year. I'm pretty sure General Grievous's legendary skin was the last one we got. The legendary skins cost 80,000 credits. So I think if they released 4 or 5 new legendary skins, that would empty out a lot of people's credits, and it would give people a reason to grind for these credits. I also think that they need to get rid of the event skins, and they need to tie in skins to level ups, because currently the level up system is flawed. Once you hit level 40, you stop earning credits, and then from there on out, it just levels you up until you hit level 1000, which is the max level. Currently, there is no reason to grind for the max level other than the fact that you can say you have the max level. There are tons of better examples of progression systems out there in other video games. Even Call of Duty, for example, has a better progression system. You can prestige your weapons, you can get different unlocks the higher level you go up. With Battlefront, there's no end goal. I think every single hero in the game should have some sort of legendary skin that if you hit max level with that character, you unlock that skin. That would give people a reason to play with one specific character. If I knew for a fact that I would get a battle damage Darth Vader legendary skin if I hit max level, then I would grind the crap out of Darth Vader over and over and over, and I would feel that sense of pride and accomplishment that they were talking about when this game released. So I think that they definitely need to add a lot more skins and customization options, and I think that they need to have something tied into the progression system so that when you hit that max level, you at least unlock something cool for that specific character. It doesn't even have to be a skin. It could be a really cool emote or a really cool victory pose, so that those people that work their butt off and they earn that max rank hero or max rank character, they'll have a victory pose that nobody else has unless they go out and earn it. So I think that would make a pretty big difference, and it would actually give people a reason to want to reach the max level. And then up next, I want to talk about the blasters. I think adding blasters to this game would make a huge improvement. They need a complete blaster overhaul. In Battlefront 2015, they did not have the class system. You could just choose whatever blaster you wanted, and it made the gameplay fun. You could play every single match differently. You could have shotguns, you could have sniper rifles, you could have assault rifles, you could have heavy LMG style weapons, and you could constantly just mix and match. They promised that we would get weapons as part of future DLC, which we never got, which still to this day is a bit of a meme in the community. I still don't understand why they never added any new weapons or blasters to this game. Technically, the models are already in the game for the Clone Commando and the Sith Trooper, and even the new Jet Trooper. They could easily just port those over to the infantry classes. Every single infantry class has a default blaster depending on the era, but they all have the same exact stats, which is really disappointing. We have all this potential for all these different weapons, but we're locked to these 4 blasters per class, and we just play the same ones over and over and over. There's a ton of potential with this game. They could have added different attachments, they could have added different scopes, they could have added different rate of fire changes. Maybe you could change it from a 3-round burst to a fully automatic. Maybe they could have different options to change the way that the blaster looks. Maybe not exactly having skins, because I think that would make it a little bit too over the top if you had different skins for the weapons, but they could at least change some of the details on the weapons and stuff. So if they do continue to support this game within the next 1 to 2 years, I really hope they do a blaster overhaul and let us choose from a wide variety of different blasters. And I'm completely fine if they change the stats of all of the blasters just to sort of mix it up so people don't use the same exact blaster over and over and over. This game has a real bad problem of people just picking the same blaster and that's all anybody uses because it's the best one and that's all you ever see. So I really hope we get a blaster overhaul. And then the final point that I want to touch up on is the hero battle point cost. Now, I don't know what DICE's plans are for the heroes, but for some reason they have not made them equally balanced. For example, Leia is nowhere near as good as Anakin, but yet they cost the same amount of battle points, which leads to a lot of people picking the better heroes and a lot of people not picking some of these other heroes. You already see examples of this with the reinforcements. The super battle droids cost 1,500, the jet troopers cost about 1,000, the droidicas cost 1,000, but the clone commandos and the ARC troopers cost 2,000, and the BX droid also costs 2,000. But then you have something like the Wookiee warrior, which costs 1,500. So they try to do a little bit of balancing with the battle points when it comes to the reinforcements. So I think if they're not going to make every single hero in the game equal in terms of power, then they need to cost different amounts. For example, Anakin and Darth Vader are miles better than every other heroes on both sides, so Darth Vader should cost more points than Iden. Darth Vader, in my opinion, should cost maybe about 5,000 to 6,000 battle points, and then Iden should only cost about 3,000 battle points, because she's better than a reinforcement, but she's nowhere near as good as someone like Darth Vader or Palpatine. I think if they change the battle point cost for the heroes, it would also get rid of the problem where people camp in the hero screen. This game has always had a problem where people will camp at the hero screen and wait for a hero to become available. I think if the heroes cost different amounts of points, people would be more likely to choose some of these other heroes, and there's going to be a lot less camping. If you have 3 or 4 people camping in the menu to be a hero, and someone like Lando shows up for 3,000 battle points, but Obi-Wan cost 5,000 battle points, people are more likely to choose Lando just because he became available. And I think that would get rid of a lot of people camping, and it would also fix the problem of killing an Anakin and then another Anakin would show up instantly a couple seconds later. If people had to save more points for the better heroes, you would definitely see a lot less of them running around on the battlefront. And this would also get a lot more gameplay for some of those heroes that you just don't see as often, like the Landos, the Hans, the Idens. I definitely see far more Darth Vaders than I see of Iden. And I definitely see way more Anakins than I do compared to someone like Lando or Leia. But that is just my opinion. Those are the changes that I would make. I would add a lot more customization options. I would do something to the progression system to make it more rewarding. I would add a lot more skins for people to spend their credits on. I would do a complete blaster overhaul for the game, and I would either make all of the heroes balanced and on equal playing fields, or I would make some heroes cost more and some heroes cost less than others to fix that hero camping problem and to fix the problem of seeing those OP heroes showing up over and over and over and making the game a bit unbalanced. But that is just my opinion. Those are the changes I would make. I think if they made those changes to this game, along with bug fixes, I have to have those bug fixes thrown in. I think that is a major important key factor, is the bug fixes as well. If they did all these things mentioned in this video plus bug fixes, this game would easily be a 10 out of 10 for me. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. What changes would you make to Battlefront 2 to make it better? Or is it just completely perfect the way it is? Either way, let me know what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new here. Be sure to check out another video, and I will talk to you guys next time.
Will you join me? Accept your fate. I grew impatient.